Let me ask you this. What would you consider to be a reasonable time period to expect the budget to be balanced in, and when would you expect to start to see a reduction in the deficit? How long do you think this will take? We'll start with Ms. Norrell. We'll let you go.
Gee whiz, that's a big question. I think the first thing we have to start doing is that we've got to turn more money over to the states and the districts to do with what they deem necessary. Less big government and more state and local government. You don't have the special interest involved when you do that, and it's going to get things started. I think that we need to experience an industrial revolution once again in this country. We need to bring jobs back to America. We need to start building our... If y'all get a chance to watch a movie called The Company Man, you need to watch it because it's very good and it deals with how we've lost the Industrial Revolution. I was born and raised, and I was born in Virginia, and I remember when I was growing up, I couldn't wait to get to Texas. I'm a naive Texan. My wife was a native Texan 5 generations, but she said I can only be a naive Texan, never a native Texan. But I grew up with the Industrial Revolution where they made steel in Pittsburgh, and you know, everything up on the Northeast was about building ships, and Norfolk was just a mighty power. And then I come down here and I love it in Texas and wouldn't trade it for anything. But we need to bring manufacturing back to the United States. If you look at San Jacinto College, local community colleges, things that are going right now, they are now not having children that are going there to learn to go on to college. They're coming out with 2-year certificates to be plumbers, welders. We have a huge force of people retiring in the petrochemical industry in our area. They're having to import welders from the Philippines because we don't have children graduating fast enough. I think we need to get back into our schools and re-educate our guidance counselors to have the wherewithal to tell a child, we think you're better off to learn a trade, you're going to make more money, and you're going to be better off, you're going to have company benefits, then you're not a burden on the welfare system, you're not a burden on these other things. When we start doing these things, then we will bring all the deficit down. We'll fix all these things if we bring everything back to the United States, and this is just one place that we need to start. I think that if we stop extending unemployment benefits, which are well past the 2-year mark now, which to me, it was a disgrace. I think I filed for unemployment one time in my life. My grandfather told me I better go get a job because if he told any of his friends that I ever filed for unemployment, I would be a disgrace to the family. And you know, it's just the status quo now. They say unemployment's down. Unemployment's not down. People are out of work. They're just not getting any benefits anymore. And so what are they doing? They're out doing bad things and putting a burden on our court systems. And all these things cost money. Being with the city, I know what it costs on a city. In a city arena, I can only imagine what it costs in the state and a federal arena. And these are the first things I see. As far as the timeline, I think as quick as the kids are graduating now. I think we can do it in 5 to 8 years.